Today, we, the humans, are the best creatures among all the others because we are the most intelligent. And science is an aspect where we can prove our intelligence. That's why we are developing day by day. Nowadays, a question always comes to mind. How did the science get evolved? So today, our topic is the evaluation of science. So let's start. So let's start with Thales. Thales was known for introducing theoretical and practical geometry to Greece. He was also the first one to refuse any explanation which doesn't have any kind of scientific explanation or cause or proper cause actually. Then he also predicted about the solar eclipse and also explained about the magnetism about lodestone. So let's talk about Pythagoras. He was credited with many mathematical and scientific discoveries, such as the Pythagorean theorem, the Pythagorean tuning, the sphericity of Earth, the five regular solids, and the identity of the morning and evening star as the planet Venus, the theory of proportions, and he also worked on the trembling wire. So now let's talk about Democritus. He was mainly known for his atomic theory, which means every material bodies in this universe are made up with some very tiny particle called atoms. But one person uh, did not accept the theory, whose name is Aristotle. According to Aristotle, all the things of the universe are made up by air, fire, earth, and that means soil, and water. And also, he contributed in almost every aspect of science, and also politics, philosophy, logic, criticism, etc. And in science, physics. And he's also called the father of biology. That means he actually classified all the creatures into two types, which are animal and planty. He is also called the father of zoology. And in terms of physics, many of them were proved wrong. But at least he started logical thinking. And as we are talking about Aristotle, how we can forget Theophrastus? Theophrastus is called the father of botany. He classified all the trees into three types, which are herbs, trees, and shrubs. Now let's talk about Aristarchus. He was the first one to propose a sun-centered solar system. But all the other philosophers rejected his theory. Now let's talk about Archimedes. He invented the Archimedes screw, a device by which we can pump the water out of the ships. He also invented a method by which we can fire up the enemy's ship by magnifying glass. Also, he was known for finding the methods for finding the center of gravity and the area and volume of different geometric figures. He also discovers the upward pressure of liquid. He is also called the father of mathematics. Now let's talk about Eratosthenes. He was the first one to calculate the circumference of Earth and its axial tilts. He is called the father of geography. Now let's talk about Aryabhatta. He is mainly famous for inventing the number zero. Now let's talk about Hipparchus. He is the founder of the trigonometry, but he is most famous for discovering the precession of the equinoxes. Now let's talk about Euclid. He was the best known for his treatise on geometry called the Elements. This treatise also includes many number theories. His work influenced the mathematics of the western side for more than 2000 years. Now let's talk about Brahmagupta. He was known for inventing the modern numeral system, and he is also famous for his Brahmagupta's theorem, Brahmagupta's identity, Brahmagupta's problem, Brahmagupta's formula, and Brahmagupta's interpolation formula. These things are very complicated, so I won't explain them in this video. Let's talk about Al-Khwarizmi. He is called the father of algebra because of his famous book Al-Jabr, which was based on it. Now, let's talk about Al-Masudi. He was known for writing an encyclopedia in 30 sections about the history of nature. Now let's talk about Ibn al-Haytham. He is the founder of psychophysics and experimental psychology. He also discovered the science behind light. So now let's talk about Shenko. He invented the first magnetic needle compass. So let's talk about Fibonacci. He discovered a Fibonacci pattern or rule or sequence which we can see in nature and use in art, architecture, sculpture, etc. etc. So that was the end of part 1. Thank you everyone for watching this video.